Okay, so here we have the Bruma de Estrecho de Marin. Now this is a Monastrell from Jamila.
That's right.
In Spain. So that's, again, that's the Murcia, Alicante kind of region of Spain. And this is Villa Elena and Isio Ramos. This is a project wine.
Absolutely. So Vina Elena, a big favourite winemaker of ours. Elena making fantastic Monastrells. The Pacheco, one of our favourite, certainly one of my favourite wines. She started a project with Isio, and it's all about experimenting with very, very small vineyard plots and planting Monastrell in them, and seeing what the difference is between those plots. So each one has their own unique name. Like this, they have very, very, very limited amount of bottles per plot, and it's about experimenting with the grape and seeing what the weather does to the flavour.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about, obviously, when we talk about Chile or we talk about anywhere that's mountainous, that ability to plant at various stages of the mountains and hills, does where the plot is really make that big a difference? If I have this one and I have one from another plot, is it going to be a different taste?
Is it going to be a different taste? I'm not sure. But is there going to be slight hints of something else? Perhaps so, I mean, interestingly, in France, if you go to Burgundy, it's absolutely insane. You could have Pouligny Montrachet that's planted here, that's like £1,000 a bottle, and then you can cross a small dirt track, and this vineyard here is also planting Chardonnay, and it makes a wine that's only £100 a bottle, or £50 a bottle, or £10 a bottle. It's obscene, the amount of difference. Now, the Spanish aren't quite like that, and I think, that's more to do with brand name than it is to do with the actual difference between the soil here and the soil there. But the Spanish are experimenting, and Vina Elena are experimenting with that type of idea. And so, their wines, none of their wines are super expensive. We're not talking about that sort of territory by any stretch. But what they are experimenting is, if the soil is more drainable, if the soil is more stony, if they get more sunshine in the morning, if they get more sunshine in the evening, that type of stuff. And, this is where we get a bit geeky for me. I love Monastrell, and Vina Elena make fantastic Monastrell. So Monastrell, Mourvèdre being the French name, Côte d'Or grape, super, super, super full-bodied, heavy grape variety, where it's been written off as a beast of the wine world. And what Vina Elena is trying to sort of show is that actually if you put it in different environments, it can be different flavours. And I think what this shows from this particular tiny little plot is about 15%.
I was saying,
15%.
I mean, you're saying, it's not just a beast. This is a beast.
Yeah.
But it's got that little bit of beauty in there, isn't it? I am notorious for knocking back an entire bottle, and even at 15, this is easily
It's dangerous.
Done.
It's dangerously good.
I'm glad we're filming this in May, where I've got 3 bank holidays, because this is going to take some recovery.
It's dangerously good. Like, we're talking about a premium wine here. This is about as expensive as we get at Smashed Grapes. This is going to be 14.5 quid on the store. It's a special occasion wine. It's super, super niche, a tiny little plot. There's not a lot of bottles of it. But when you try it, 15%, the amount of flavour that's in there, but how easily drunk it is remarkable. And therefore, though we are not big into, if this type of soil will create this and this type of weather will create that, you can't shy away from the genius of the winemaking here.
No, not at all. And the fact it's a project is they're just trying things.
They're experimenting.
Just seeing. They're not saying, oh yeah, this particular soil is going to give you X, Y, Z. They're just trying a few different things. It's a heavy hit for this. This is the way to close out a big session on the red. This is, 15%. You need to respect that. It's got to be paired with something solid.
Yeah, for sure. But I just think the genius of the winemaking means it's so drinkable that I'm not going to say to you, we need to have some steak here, or we need to have some stew, or we need to have some slow cooked beef or anything like that. For me, the excellence of this winemaking, and again, we try to avoid this at Smash Grapes, we don't want to get too snobby about things, but the excellence of this winemaking, for me, I would actually choose to have this little bit of cheese. A little bit of cheese, a little bit of crackers, nibbling on some great quality cheese. Butler's Blue, The blue would be perfect for this. Little slab of blue, a cracker, and this, and you're just in heaven, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, look, let's get the Stilton out. I'll get the crackers. You go get the cheese, because I think we're in for the night here.
Cheers.